Hi guys, pardon me looking all bad and stuff. I just woke up, so I'm kind of sleepy. But as promised, this is my video game collection. Sorry it took so long, but let's get started. I think I'll do it by system. So let's go. Okay, like I said, DVD update here. Unless I say the DVD update again because I don't know if I'll use that first part or not. Let's start out with PlayStation, right? It's the PlayStation. Obviously, you've all seen it. It's my original PlayStation. Bought it when it first came out. Actually, I got it for Christmas, so I don't know when it came out. But anyway, yep. And the funny story is I got this for Christmas, and I was so excited. And we had it on a little TV tray type thing, you know, those fold-out TV trays. My brother hit it with like his leg or something, and PlayStation fell off the table and slammed on the ground. I was so pissed. And when we tried to hook it back up, it wouldn't work. So I was pissed. Luckily, I had got like about 2 hours of gameplay before that in there. So the next day, or whenever, I think probably the next day or the day after that, we took it. We took it back to Toys R Us. Bad thing is, on Christmas Day when I opened it up, it was all great. I played it for like 2 hours. Then I got the worst earache I've had in my life. And green pus and crap was coming out of my ear and things. So I didn't get to enjoy it that much, but like 2 hours. Then my ear started hurting. So my brother took over playing. I watched him for a while, but then he bumped it and it fell off. A couple days later, and it turns out that the earache hurt so bad because I had ruptured my eardrum in my left ear. The worst pain I've ever had in my life. And if it ever gets ruptured, it means like it like moved or something, my eardrum. And I can't hear very well out of that. I mean, I can hear fine, but if like someone's on my left side and they're talking to me, I have a hard time understanding them. But that's off topic. And if it ever ruptures again, they might actually have to remove it or some shit. I don't know, but all I know is it was the worst pain of my life, and green pus was coming out of my ear. But anyway, so we took it back to Toys R Us. They kind of didn't believe us at first. They're like, whoa. I'm like, it's not like we're trying to get our money back or anything. We're trying to get a replacement. But they had to take it out of the box. I remember this. They had to take it out of the box and plug it up to a TV they had there. Just to, I don't know, to see if they're trying to figure out if it was our fault or something. I don't know what they were doing there, but when they plugged it in, it didn't work, so they replaced it. So that was the story on that. That's first PlayStation, well, second PlayStation I own. And the next one I bought later here, my memory card's in there, so I could throw this guy on the back. See if I can remove this. You know, it's got this port here, it says Parallel I/O. This is a Goldfinger right here. This is you can throw this on there and plays burnt games and games imported from other countries such as Japan. I don't feel like putting that back on there. So yeah, I bought that later so I could play import and burned games. So let's get started. This is probably going to be in two parts since I have a lot of PlayStation games. A little stack of them right there. I'm in my brother's room because it's better lighting. Alright, first up, Area 51. You know, everyone knows this one from the arcades. So, cool on that. It was actually a pretty good, fun game, especially if you had the light gun, which I did. So, yep, Area 51. Next up, I'm going to try to go through these fast since you saw how many I had. I think I'll do this by system. So, but as you can tell by this, my printer was getting messed up. This is Parasite Eve. What is this? Disc 1. And I have Parasite Eve Disc 2 right here. Burnt games, but cool game. I never got to finish it. But I remember I brought this over to a kid that I was babysitting 3 kids that are boys, and we would play video games together. And I brought my PlayStation over in this game because I had just rented it, and I'm like, I really need to finish this game, play this game, guys, because it goes back soon. You want to watch me play it? And they're like, hell yeah, let's watch. But I had to turn it off shortly after because the cutscenes and the gameplay really scared them, and I was afraid that they would like tell their mom and I would get in trouble or something for scaring them. But another burnt one, Army Men World War. We used to play multiplayer a lot, me and my friends, on the Army Men games. So that's Army Men World War. The Game of Life for PlayStation. You know, the board game, except in PlayStation form. I also have this on the PC. This is actually a pretty fun game. You have 4 players on it. Or 6 players, my bad. 6 players. Game of Life. Crack case. But there it is. Fun game. Board game and on the PlayStation. Next one's a burnt one. Silent Bomber. This is a really good game. I don't even know why I'm opening it. It just says Silent Bomber in text. But that's a really good game. I don't think I ever finished that one either, but it's really funny. Or not really funny, but it's really fun. But I had a poster in my room hanging up, and my friends would always make fun of it because it said, I don't know why they did this either, but the poster said Silent Bomber, and then it had the main girl on it. I think it was a girl, if I remember correctly. And then below it said, "This game blows," or "This game really blows." So yeah, they, you know how people are. Oh my jeez. Look what was in the stack. I didn't go through the stack for it before, but stuck in between for some reason is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles book. One of those little kid books. Aww. To Matthew, which is me. From Jennifer and Rachel, which were my best friends back in the day. My best friends that were girls, anyway. They even labeled it 8/23/90. Aren't that sweet? Man. Man. Those girls were fun. Oh, I shouldn't really throw it like that. I meant for Delaney, silently. And they're really hot now. So I really wish I lived back in Kentucky, where I knew them from, because, whew. Anyway, Army Men World War Final Front. Yep. My printer really sucked back then. It was almost like always out of ink. And I had dropped it a couple of times. But going with the Army Men series, you know, I got a lot of those games. We used to play multiplayer back in the day. More on Nintendo 64, though. And I just got the Army Men games because I like them for the PlayStation. Shout out to my cousin. He's an awesome guy. My cousins, anyway. Got me hooked on this game. Metal Gear Solid. Of course, classic. Everyone knows Metal Gear Solid. Of course, I just played theirs a bunch. Every summer I would go down to Georgia, where they live, and play PlayStation and hang out while my mom saw my grandma and my aunts. So I was just playing their game when it was first. They bought it when it first came out. So, you know, I wait till it hit $20, greatest hits, before I grab mine. Next up, my friend gave me Final Fantasy VII. Never completed it. I did get pretty far in it. It is a pretty good game. It's really the only Final Fantasy game other than the regular Nintendo one I've ever played. And I really liked it. It's just I don't think I have the patience for that nowadays. Another burnt game, which is pretty fun, Theme Hospital. So that was pretty fun. You know, just like SimCity. I think it was made by the people that made SimCity or something like that. Whatever. It's those theme games where you like run and manage your own hospital. You hire the doctors, the nurses, all that. You buy the equipment, the soda machines. You know, you can build extensions. Next up, my cousin. I shout out to my cousins again. They showed me this game, Tenchu Stealth Assassins. This is one of my favorite games from the PlayStation. I think they had a 2 that came out. We have that too. I don't think it's in the stack. This isn't all my PlayStation games. Some are lost forever in boxes that are in the garage in the basement that are not opened. But this is just a really, really fun game. I love when you just can sneak up behind people with your sword and you can do the different moves and things, and all the items you can use in this. I think this came out for PlayStation 2. Maybe the second one did come out for PlayStation 2. I don't know. All I know is there's a second one, and maybe one was for Dreamcast or 360 or an Xbox. I'm not sure. But fun game. Definitely, if you're still only one player though, that'd be so cool with co-op. This game. Oh snap! Oh well, the game is probably in the one of the PlayStations, but I recommend this game. It's one of my favorite games. It's one of the second and third games I ever played at my cousin's house, and he has good taste in games. He was also the first person that